Alright, Brad H from Game of Thrones. I'm going to show our latest war victory. Actually, going to show the 1 versus Minnesota war. Show 6 attacks here. We had some good ones as always. I'm going to start out with Monkey's attack on number 20. So it's going to be a 3 golem. Basically, go wee-wee with back-end loons, which we don't see too much out of Town Hall 9. As you can see, some centralized ADs. So I've actually been talking about some of these in my videos about how this is a good way to hit bases like this, because you really have to do a pretty strong mini attack in order to get to those, to get more than one air defense and to get the queen. So I mean, he certainly can do it where these two ADs are, but I really think this is a good way to go about this base. So you get 8 back-end loons. So 2 of his golems went where he was wanting, and the side one over here is, it's still tanking. The wizard's still taking things out. So his goal, as always, in this kind of attack is to get everything in the core down, but specifically the crossbows and the air defenses, and then he will use targeted loons on these back-end archer towers and whiz towers as soon as they're targeting the core troops, or as soon as the air defenses are down. Then you can hit targeted loons on these. On Town Hall 9 archer towers, he needs 2 on each in order to take them down. So you can see he dropped 2 there. He only did 1 on the wizard tower because it was facing in. Well, that got taken down, but so yeah. So once all the air defenses go down there, he's gonna pretty much mop up this base pretty easily. Hero's still alive. So nice attack, different from your your Shattered Go Lava or Cold Blooded. So really nice attack there by Monkey. So we've seen a lot of 3 stars out of him. Well done. All right, next attack is going to be an Archer Queen walk by War King on number 17. So Archer Queen healer walk. So goal here is going to be to walk this queen down the right side, and I believe he's going to turn that into cold-blooded. So he's going to have one. He should have 1 golem that eventually he'll take into the core. I haven't actually watched his attack yet, but based on what he's done in the past, that's probably what he's doing. So because of the placements of these ADs, he knows he can get that one there, and then he can also with his mini attack get this other one down here. So he's going to have to use his ability potentially, but nope, now he's not. So anytime you're being targeted by multiple defenses, your queen's going to be losing life, but now he's not being targeted by anything, so it's pretty much going to go all the way back up. So you just got to keep an eye on it very closely. So the challenging part about this attack is always time. Usually the heroes are going to live through it all if done right, or at least the majority of the time. So he dropped his golem there. Going to be holding the king until after his queen goes in front. So the reason for that, like I've always stated, is that dragon is now going after his golem instead of his king. And so the king is going to be able to get into the core, get the queen, and pretty soon he'll be starting his air attack. There we go. So since there's only 2 ADs left, he put all 3 hounds on 1. He's pretty much going to wreck this whole top side of this base, and then really he knows that he only needs a handful of balloons for these remaining defenses down here. So as you can see, Hero's still being healed. So the healer switched from, I think he's actually healing the golem because it's closer. But yeah, so really nice attack by a War King. This base never had a chance. Didn't even need his last rage spell. So let's speed that up. Perfectly done. Been seeing a lot of these from our Town Hall 9s. Nice alternative to your Shattered or Cold-Blooded Go Lava. Alright, next attack. This is a great one. So Emir is our 31st weighted player this particular war, and he's taken down number 16. So as you can see, this is an anti 3-star base, so it's not like this is a an easy base whatsoever. So he had a good plan for this base. Going to do shattered here, so 2 golems. Got to do a pretty wide funnel because of how annoying these little trash buildings are here. He doesn't want his king or queen to wander left or right, so he's got to make sure that he gets those away first. Probably could have held his king a little bit longer there. Doesn't necessarily need to drop it that soon. As I just stated in the last video, you definitely want your golems out in front because when the CC comes out, let's see what it targets first. It's probably going to be targeting the king. He might have already known this was a hound in there, so it probably didn't really matter because that hound's going to do nothing in terms of damage on the king. But so he's already starting his air attack because the enemy queen is down. Going to help try and keep his heroes alive longer by doing that. So really, once that first AD is down, the archer queen is down, you certainly can always start your air attack after that. So notice the sweeper was facing to the left, which is why he started on the right side there. We've seen a lot of fails from sweepers by people picking the wrong way in terms of, if he would have went at this counterclockwise instead of clockwise, or excuse me, yeah, he would have gotten owned by that sweeper. So, yeah, really nice attack here by Amir. It's always nice. That's what's great about our clan. There's a lot of people that can attack, really way up, and you also have people who aren't afraid to go down if people are struggling low and take out bases, which is why right now we have a perfect warlog. So nice attack by Amir. Really well done. Archer Queen's still alive. Still got pups to be able to clean up. Solid 3-star. All right, next attack going up to Town Hall 10s. I'm going to see Ryan again. 3-star here. So basically using his heroes without a golem to take out air defense and enemy archer queen. Once he does that, he has 4 hounds and 27 loons to overpower this base. So, excuse me. He knows there's a hound in the CC, so this can't even touch his air attack. So perfect spells there, as we've seen from Ryan before. He knows if he can get key defenses down, his drops on his air and his spells are going to be good enough to overpower, especially a base like this. I mean, he just crushed it by only using his heroes. He didn't have to sacrifice spaces for fewer loons or a hound. So, as you can see, this base didn't stand a chance. All right. This next attack is from Dex. As you can see, it's 99%. So clearly he didn't get the whole thing, but this is definitely going to be worth showing because could have easily been a 3-star. Dex likes to use Go Wee Wee. He's got some back-end loons planned because of where the ADs are in the space. Let's watch and see how it goes. Nice free spell there. Once those free spells start targeting your damage per second troops like your wizards and your witches, and you really need to freeze it right away. So he's able to save all those wizards by freezing that spell or that Inferno tower correctly. So as you can see, he only has one air defense left, and as soon as that happens, well, yeah, there you go, starting his back end loons there. Take down that archer tower. He took down that cannon. So pretty much the only buildings in question are going to be these up here. These down here, clearly they all are going down. He knows that for sure. So with a minute and a half left, pretty surprising that this ends in 99%. I mean, it looks like he's got it. So when he lost his Archer Queen, that definitely killed him because he's got this cannon over here, but speed it up just a little bit. So it just kind of ends in a face-off here where his witch is just pounding walls, making skeletons, and then his archers can't quite make to the cannon. So that was a great attack. I know he was pretty frustrated, didn't get a 3-star, but not much you can do there. That was an all-around awesome attack. So another attack by Ryan here, 3-star, so a 6-star war for him. So this base, I know he was begging to attack. I mean, it's right up his alley. Being able to use 6 golems. These bases are, man, it's just not a good idea. A good attacker is, number one, going to get a for sure 2-star. And for a player like Ryan, he knows he's got a good chance to 3-star here. So he has 6 golems, only wizards, no P.E.K.K.A.s or anything like that, and then only 2 loons for the back end. So what's key is golem deployment and wizards staying behind golems, so the golems need to be passed well. So you can see nice spacing on his wizards, so he doesn't get any kind of splash damage with all these wizard towers here. So a lot of the mortars are up top, so he doesn't have to worry about those in the beginning. So he's not too worried about that left side Inferno there for a while because it was targeting his golems, which is okay at this point. He froze it once his heroes got a little bit closer, and all these wizards are just going to overpower those Infernos. And that's the only thing he's got to really worry about in terms of major firepower. So going to go ahead and drop these loons because that AD was going to go down and the crossbow was not targeting anything but ground troops. So obviously the mortar can't take out his balloon there. So once this archer tower goes down, then it's just a matter of cleanup. So nice attack there by Ryan, another 3-star. Seen a lot out of him. Been very versatile. In a base like this was certainly a nice attack. So pretty easy war as far as overall matchup. I think this put us at this was win 185, which brought us one closer to having a completely clean war log. So that's it for this war.